Hello, you lovely lot, and welcome back. It's the final show today on this wonderful Tuesday, near the end of November. This wonderful Tuesday here on Crafters TV. I hope you've had a fantastic day. Have you picked up some bargains? We have had the most amazing Black Friday deals. Really, really worth going and having a look on the website if you haven't already had a look. Shop the show, shop the day. Amazing deals. We have had up to 70% savings. People have been commenting on the comments all the time saying, wow, that price is fantastic. Amazing prices. Blown away by some of the prices. But we're not doing our craft vault now. That's past, that's gone. This is all about our launch party. We're going to be focusing on two main collections. First one is right in front of me. It's our Crafters Inspiration magazine number 4. And then the one, I've used this. I've use this a lot. I know what's in there, but the one that's quite exciting me, because I've not really been able to get into it yet, is our gorgeous Kingfisher collection. So I'm really, really looking forward to seeing Debbie's demos with that, because it's going to be super, super excited. So with slight little change on the people who are here. Alex isn't here anymore. Gone home for the day. We've now got Grace. Good evening, Grace. I bet she's at home. She's in her comfies. She's sat on her bed in her comfies, and she's just ready to do to send us all your comments. Ooh. I've been told to say, Grace. She says, haha. She says, Charlotte says, were you in Tesco car park, Newton Aycliffe, earlier today? Because if so, Charlotte saw you. There you go. That's very specific, isn't it? What a way. I could have typed it on there, but I didn't. I asked her. There we go. We've got Phil Watson in. No, she says. It wasn't her. I don't know whether that's... I've been at home all day, she says. There you go. I've been at home all day. Working from home, she says. Working from home. Maybe. There you go. I'll let you read into that what you want, Charlotte. But she says no, she's been working at home. There we go. Right, OK. So let's start where we want to, right at the beginning. We're going to look at the Crafters Inspiration magazine. So if you were watching last Thursday, we had a little flip around, because it is my one... Will you shush, Dean? Just doing it. He's Dean saying, you've got to say hello to Debbie, you've got to say hello to Debbie. I'm about to introduce her, Dean. Oh, he's really giving me. So, last Thursday, I was in with my lovely colleague, Debbie, and we had been switched around in the other places. Hello, Debbie.
Hello, my lovely.
Dean's a bit afraid I was going to forget to introduce you.
Well, you'd be hard-pressed to forget me. I'm loud enough. I mean, I think I've been talking all the way through when I was twittering away to you. Yeah, we did. We launched, you launched, should I say. We launched together, but you did all the beautiful demos. And let me just tell you right now, for that magazine, you need to go back and watch the amazing 2 that you did in Wake Up Call, and then you did 5 in the launch day, which were beautiful. And that's ready available. You can go back and watch that show at any time. I'm going to give you my take on things today. Love the Kingfisher, I'm not going to lie. We're going to start with the magazine. Love the Kingfisher. We've got new tools in our little midst as well, Corrine. So I'm really excited about all the newbie tools and the new tape pens, the new... Oh, my God. So there's loads to go through. Are we doing any sneaky previews or anything at all?
I don't think we are.
I was just going to check with you, because I meant to ask Dean, but you know me, last minute Lil, trotting down corridor about 5 minutes to go. I'm like, whoops, because I forgot to ask. But that's fine, because we've got plenty to fill this show and some. And yeah, and literally my take on things. So I'm really looking forward to it. You saw Corrine's beautiful demos last week. This is my turn to do my little bit. And I can't wait. I'm going to get my stall set out.
You're going to get everything ready. OK. So, loads of people joining us. We've got Shirl-Ann Tellisford. She says, I'm back with Corrine and Debbie. It's still chilly. Do you know what, Shirl? I haven't warmed up yet today. I really haven't. I've got a little heater over there and I keep disappearing. So if you come back and I'm not here, I'm probably stood over with the heater. We've got Carletta Morris says, hello everyone from Arkansas. We've got Susan Griffith says, hello Corrine, Debbie and all the CC team from South East UK. Been watching on off today and so happy to log in and see the lovely Corrine Debbie team. Oh, thank you. It does seem to work very well, doesn't it?
I like working together, yeah.
We do, me, you and Jan. We seem to be a team that seem to interchange, don't we? It works really well. I love that little team. We've got Beth Malone says, hi, hello, crafty friends. Wave, and she's got a little handshake waving. We've got Roseanne Carbon says, hello to Debbie Corrine, our social media superstar, the awesome CTV team, and all my fellow crafters. And she's waving too. Hi, Roseanne. Phil Watson said, you've heard of Ladies at Lunch. Now, Corrine and Debbie are the ladies that launch.
Oh, I like it.
I like that. Thank you, Phil. And Patricia Powell says, hello from beautiful Los Angeles. Oh, what a place to live. Can you imagine? For us, it's like holiday destinations. You hear people say they live in Los Angeles, they live in Las Vegas. I just can't imagine what it's like to live in those places. You are very, very lucky. But I'm sure you probably think that of people that are living elsewhere. Okay, right, so we'll do some more hellos in a few minutes. First of all, I want to introduce you to this amazing bundle. So this is a showstopper bundle. It is the one we launched with last Thursday. So what we're going to do is we've given you box 4 of our Crafters Inspiration magazine. Now, Debbie's going to open it up and show you all the details. Mine's nicely sealed. And Tracy's walking past, so I'm not going to open that. We're going to give you 12 sheets of your extra strong foiled acetate. You've got 2 designs in there. You've got sort of the, what I'd call the plaid, not plaid, it's the stars, Nordic design, sort of a Nordic design, and 2 with the foliage design, and 1 in each colour, so the red and the green. Absolutely gorgeous, really, really strong. It's 380 micron. So that means you could, don't laugh at me, Debbie. So that means you can make your boxes.
It's usually me that says the daft stuff.
This is 5 hours in. The words are running out with these words. And, you know, boxes, card bases, brilliant. You've then got your cardstock. This is your luxury cardstock in your precious metal. Glitter, mirror, satin, adhesive, they're all there in the 5 colourways, 40 sheets. Down there you will see, oh, that way, there we go. You've got your embellishments, so they're from the Wild at Heart collection. You've got foam pads, foam on a roll, and also, right down there, keep forgetting, you've got your gorgeous gilding wax as well. So all of that, now if you were to buy those individually, your magazine, your acetate, everything individually, it'd come to about nearly £73 or $94. Not today. We're going to give you today's price, £40 or $50. A massive, massive saving. But even better is your platinum price right down there, £32, $40. I like this box. Wasn't there right the first thing this morning? You always got it, we just haven't got it on the screen. 150 bonus points. Who doesn't want 150 bonus points? Are you really close to platinum? Are you getting there? Well, maybe this is going to push you over. Don't forget, you're still going to get your 30 if you're oh no, you won't be platinum. So let's just say you today's price, you still get your 40 or your 50, depending UK or US, but you then get your 50 bonus, 150 bonus as well. Definitely worth it. Now, this magazine, we're going to explain to you, is sort of an extension of the Wild at Heart collection. It's absolutely brilliant, so packed full of inspiration, so many projects. You can make them as they show you, or you can just take little bits of hints and tips. But our Debbie's going to show you exactly what comes in the box.
Oh, and I honestly love the fact that we've gone back to a traditional, where it all started for us with our Crafters Inspiration magazine, taking it back to the box where all your contents live inside. And I'm loving the fact that we've held the launch price as well. I know it's launch party, but we've held that launch price for you. And more importantly, those fabulous extra bonus points, which I think is an added luxury. But I love that we've gone back to that box. And for me, what I love about this is the craft kit that you get in here as well. Now, that's your box, how it's going to come. I would suggest keeping your magazine in there and then keeping all of your craft kit in there so you know where it is. And we had a lovely top tip earlier on today in the other show where someone said about how you keep them all together, and we were saying, put this with your Wild at Heart collection. Yes, there's a few other little elements in there, but it's predominantly about using the kit, which is an extension, as Corrine said. It isn't duplications of the Wild at Heart collection. For anybody who hasn't got the Wild at Heart collection, I think it's catching, Corrine, Wild at Heart collection, you absolutely, this standalone project, this standalone pieces in here that you're going to be able to use time and time again, emulate and copy if you want those fabulous inspiration, because that's exactly what it is. It's all about the inspiration, and it's page to page, back to back, projects galore, and absolutely love it that it gives you the inspiration to get yourself started with the things that you use in this kit, but then take it on to a whole new level, because kit aside, there's projects in here that you could copy with other things that you might have in your crafty stash. I'll talk you through the gifts though, because, and I said the gifts, it's like our gift to you. We're giving you these fantastic additional items that will extend your Wild at Heart collection, but also pieces that will literally work by themselves. I love this die. It's a nice size die as well, and it's got that lovely leopard print. As you know, the Wild at Heart is all about those fun prints, and that die comes in 2 pieces for you. For me, the stamp set is, oh, I love it. I absolutely adore this one. Corrine, I'm going to have to own up. I forgot what you called it.
Atomizer.
Atomizer, thank you. I said it's one of those things that I can't retain. I just can't retain that information. Handbags in there. You've got sentiments. My favourite, told the kids, when I go and depart this planet, I better have my lipstick with me. Because I love lippy. I've got to have my I feel naked without lipstick.
Okay.
Which is why you're probably seeing me all the time when at shows. I know the guys won't see it, but forever topping my lipstick up because I love lipstick. So that's on there as well. There's a lovely mirror in there. And if you use mirror cards, you could actually cut out the mirror card and make it like a true life mirror when you've finished with that stamp. Absolutely love that. Stencil in there. So a stencil is all with those lovely zebra prints in there along with the leopard prints. It's a nice mix and a really nice size as well. Again, one for your inks, one to emboss with. I showed you earlier on. I'll probably do it again as well later on for those people that missed that show. And also take your inks, your glitter pastes, texture pastes, all those kind of things through there, which is again really useful. My favourite, I do love that embossing folder. I'm going to be starting with this one, Corrine, because I do love that embossing folder. I love that it's like it looks like it's got two different things going off there. It looks like it's a, you know, an add-on feature. Yeah. Which you can actually do, which is what I'm going to be showing you, but simply use that with any of your papers and any of your cardstock. Get your inks in there, do the letterpress technique, absolutely fabulous. Now, for me, in the centre, and I've said it all day, which is this is my magazine, so I'm not going to make any apologies. I have taken out, in the centre of your magazine, you will find your papers in there. There's 24 in total, and it's all your double-sided papers, so you've got that lovely print running through there. Now, we have got you an option today as well to make this extend by adding in the 12 by 12 papers that come with the Wild at Heart, but the print on these and the quality, you can feel the quality is absolutely amazing, and I love these. Chop them up though, get them took out, pop them on ready for you to craft with, and then you've got that option of adding to. Now, I did say these are your sentiments, and I had said earlier on, for those that don't know, I back mine onto white cardstock to give it rigidity. So I use our all-purpose glue and I stick that down onto the white cardstock so that I know when I want to come in and cut, and as you can see I've been using quite a fair few on the second one, it's got rigidity to it, so it's not a flimsy paper as such. I'm giving it extra weight.
Yeah.
Extra.
So you get two of each sheet, don't you?
You do. So you're getting two of each, and then you're just going to chop them up. I was going to chop them all up and put them into a little bag. I will be doing that after tonight, I will just say, because that's how I do it when I get any kits home. I do that exactly. Let me take a little bit into the magazine, and then I'm going to do a demo, because I just want to show you why I think this is absolutely fabulous. It tells you there's 155 hints and tips for perfect all occasion crafting in there. It tells you that you've got literally stunning, filled with stunning inspiration, even a little bit from our Sarah. And honestly, step-by-step tutorials. Our Sarah even done a little bit with the fabulous vintage rose collection, which is stunning. One of our favourite stamps and die sets.
Oh, it's beautiful, that.
Oh, it's just incredible. These were some of Sarah's makes, and again, step-by-step instructions. But then the kit. This is where I think this really stands, you know. We've talked about this. Me and Corrine have still not done the maths properly, have we, Corrine?
I think you were right, 76. I think I was remembering.
I just write on there what we've got. 76 projects are counted, but it's the majority of them are based around the kit. And I absolutely cannot tell you how invaluable that is when you've got a craft kit to have jam-packed full of lots of different inspiration from some of the leading designers in the industry who've contributed to this magazine. The stencil in the background. I love the fact that they've done strip paper into there as well.
So effective.
So effective. And everything you need, literally, including top tips are in here, Corrine. Acetate can be tricky to die cut, so run it back and forth a few times. Absolutely, depending on your microns. With your showstopper, that one absolutely does need it because it is super, super strengthy. But honestly, everything listed down there. And I mentioned it this morning as well. There might be things in here, like in terms of ink pads and things like that, that'll be what the guys have used. There'll be something that you've got that can match the colourways, so don't be put off by that. You will have something. But look, one of my favourites in this is this gorgeous project using that love heart die and one of the stamps in the background, taking some acetate and creating something really quite well, it's just beautiful. Lovely shaped card. Again, step-by-step instruction. I'll leave those two in there.
Yeah, I love it how you get the words and the pictures, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be what I'm going to start with, and my take on this one. but slightly different because I like to work with big cards, but this one is absolutely gorgeous. And again, showing you how to do it, telling you how to create that gap and how to do that, all step by step. Love this one that Sarah Jackman Reid has shown you how to do a little bit of ghost stamping in the background there, that second to third generation stamping, which looks incredible, and also a little few inky techniques included in there. And there's so many more projects, Corrine. I'm just pulling out some of my favourites, but to see them, like when you... Oh,
I think you said it this morning, to see the cards in real life, they're so much more than what you see in the magazine, aren't they? And
they really are. And you can see what these two was a perfect example. And showing you how to create the mats and layers, using the dies, then creating out an aperture. I love this because they've used like glossy highlights over the top to create that lovely glossy look. Remind me, Corrine, after I've finished, to put these back in because Tracy will have me guts for garters. Because they literally are beautiful samples. Me and Corrine and Craig, both big lovers of creating background papers with your stamps. And there's a lovely stamp selection in there. That's all the lovely lipsticks. Oh no, atomizer, thank you. And then again, masking techniques. So literally everything in there showing you how to create that, and then a little bit of watercolouring as well. There's so much more in there as well though, Corrine. It is absolutely jam-packed full. Nice little section about our Jodie. So if you're wondering who this lovely lady is, Jodie works for us. She's the head of, well, we call her, she's a senior photographer here at Crafters Companion. So some really nice features in there for you to use, and you will. It'll give you that crafting mojo, and literally, it's just, I've always been a big lover of magazines, but magazines with quality products in. You'll know what I mean, because the magazines that are on the stands, they offer you something. It's not usually, I mean, it's not the stuff. I know what we do here, and I know with the amount of things that go into marketing when it comes to the magazine, the quality that you get with these products that you get from Crafters Companion are literally the same as what you would get if you were buying a collection from us. Just because we put in a magazine, we've not cut corners or anything like that. So it literally is a fabulous one. And ask the thousands of people that buy the magazine all the time. I'm not just a big fan. There's lots of you out there that love it too, and I love the fact that we've focused a collection around that magazine. And should I get on with a demo?
Yeah, can I ask you two quick questions before we start?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So Sonal says, are there downloads available?
So that is a really good question. Now, so previously we had like a downloadable section in the magazine where you could get your papers and replicate your papers. That's not there anymore. What we've done is, and I say we, the lovely guys that do our magazine for us, have popped on there some tutorials. So if I just go to the back for a second to show you what I mean, because there's, and you'll see them, I know it's around the back here, because there's like a little code for you to make some of these fabulous projects with downloads and templates and SVG files. So if you love making with your machines, your crickets, your scan and cuts, you've got SVG files on there and some templates, and it gives you the actual code to pop in there to fold. So yeah, so there's lots of features in there where you can get those. Read this magazine, they'll get it home, get a coffee or a cup of tea, whatever your tipple is. Could be an alcoholic drink if you want, cocktail. One or two cocktails on there. Get your magazine. Do what I do. I put little notes in there, and just pick out something that you want to just copy, or maybe you want to copy certain elements of it and then put your own twist on it, which is what I'm going to do with that lovely heart. I love this one, and I got inspired. That's the thing. I got inspired.
Exactly.
And that's what you're going to get. You're going to get inspired by this magazine. So, yes.
Okay, one last question, and it's really quick. So, Christine Baker, she says, here from Edmonton, Alberta. Love watching and listening to you and Debbie. Thank you, that's very kind of you. She says she bought the Violet Studio paper trimmer 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Is the paper holder supposed to lift to slide the paper in like the new one?
Is the paper what? Sorry?
The whole, you know, that lever.
The lever?
I don't think she's realised that lifts up on the Violet Studio one.
Yes, it does.
Exactly the same as
yours.
yours.
Exactly the same. Can I just tell you about our paper trimmer? And I did have the Violet Studio one down here because I was doing a comparison earlier. In fact, just bear with me so I can show you.
Got it.
So I've got the Violet Studio one. I'll be able to do this, Charlotte. Thank you. Can you see it's the same one? Can you see the difference?
Yeah.
That says Violet Studio, that says Crafter's Companion.
Brilliant.
The colour of the blades are different, that's all, but everything else is the
But the
same.
replacement blades for the new one will
Replacement blades that we get in purple will go into here, because these are gold ones. You can't get the gold ones, unfortunately, but you can get these, and they will fit into there. They're not going to look out of place.
Can you just show Christine that the arm does lift up?
Yeah, so it's the same. So that's the arm on the Violet Studio, that's the arm on our paper trimmer, and the legs exactly the same way. It tucks in, so you just pull that out. I've heard little people saying that they're scared to put because they think it's flimsy. It's not. It's literally, it sits into there to make it nice and safe. So when you do this, it's not coming out.
Yeah.
So that's why it's got like a little lever at the bottom that sits into there. So you just clip that into place, slide it in, it keeps it locked, and then you just pull.
I think when they're new, the arm, not that arm, the bit that go, you know, the
Yes.
where you put the paper under, sometimes it can just catch a little bit because it's new.
Yeah, and
I
it
wonder
can.
if
Yeah, so
Christine's...
literally, you just I grab because I've got nails. I put mine underneath, and I put my nail underneath to pick that up. But that's a really good question.
I wonder if she's just cut hers. She hasn't realised that she just needs to give it a little bit of a to get it to come up.
Yeah,
there you go, Christine.
if you can get your thumb underneath it, you can lift it with your thumb. But it's for me, it's a bit trickier that way. So that's why I literally get my fingernail underneath it and pick it up, and it's nice and easy to do. But yes, it will come up, and that's exactly what it's meant to do. And if you've any problems, contact our customer services team. They're absolutely fabulous, and they'll sort out any troubleshooting for you.
Hope that helps,
but yeah,
Christine.
that's how that works. It just literally lifts up.
I
so
will
yeah.
now let you get on with your demo, but I wanted to cover those questions before they disappeared off the screen.
Do you know what? I would rather answer those questions. We've got plenty of time. We've got loads lined up, but we've got plenty of time. And there's no such thing as a daft question.
There isn't.
And I know that there's lots of people that sit there silently watching the background. That's absolutely fine. I know that lots of people are there that do that. I sometimes do. I sit there silently in the background, not commenting, not popping that, and I do it. So I know you're out there, but never fear of popping a question through where you think, oh my God, they're going to think I'm daft. We won't, we will not. We're here to support, we're here to educate, we're here to inspire, and each other, because we get inspiration from you guys as well, which is what I love about this little community. Right, I'm going to use the folder, and I love this folder. I've taken, though, a piece of Centura Pearl.
Oh, nice.
I know, I felt like going a little bit Centura Pearly kind of effect. Now, this is a really nice size folder. It's a 5.5 by, oh, actually, Debbie, it's nearly 6.
It's about 5 3/4.
5 3/4, yeah. Now, I trim my cardstock just a fraction underneath. That's when your paper trimmer will come into effect as well. And I tend to take off 1/8 of an inch all the way around, 1/4 of an inch, just to make it fit into that folder. And then this is just what we call a regular 2D embossing folder. So it just requires the 2 plates, which is your 2 now white cutting plates on your G2. And it does fit into your smaller plates as well, so even though it's 6 inches, it will fit into there quite comfortably. And then you're just going to run that through and let the machine do all the hard work for you. If you're popping it through your MIDI, you need your purple shim to add to that mix. That's the only difference that you're going to do if you've got your manual machine. And then when you take and lift that off, you've got this exquisite pattern running through there. Now, I'm going to keep one piece solid because I have got one that I've already done here and just trimmed down a little bit to size. Yep. However, I want to focus on this heart. So that's when I'm going to come in. And now, because I'm going to be cutting round it, I'm going to ink straight up onto it. But you can absolutely, you know, cut out first and then add to it. So if I grab my scissors, in fact I will, I'll show you straight off. We're going to follow that heart all the way around using our scissors. And I'm going to turn my paper or my cardstock rather than my scissors, so you get a nice even, and use as much of the scissor as I possibly, thank you, can, and then just follow that design around. And it's just separating the tiger print from the leopard print from the tiger print. And we're going to call it zebra print then.
I would call that zebra.
You call it zebra? Yeah, actually it is.
I think I do, because
do you know what I love about it though? It's a mix. That's what I love about it.
In the papers, the stripy one is zebra. It's black and white in all the papers. So I think that's why you call it zebra print.
Now, you could keep that. You could literally glue that back together and you've got a lovely aperture. Nothing else. You won't see that seam, and if you do, you can add it up. You can put something on there to keep that covered.
A bow over that.
A bow, yeah, a sentiment over the bottom piece. But this is the bit that I'm featuring and focusing on, and I'm just going to bring in a couple of our inks. Now, I do love, and I know, Corrine, you were a big lover of these two colours as well. Me too. I love lemon tonic. I love fuchsia.
With a little bit of blue thrown in.
Oh yeah, I'm keeping it nice and pinky and yellow though for my theme that I've got. And then I'm just going to take my finger dauber.
The right side round for your daubers today.
I know. Did you catch it earlier? You'll totally know what she means by that. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to focus just on one colour at a time. That's what I'm going to do.
Is there a method to this, or is this random?
Random. It's always random with me, Corrine. I don't know about yourself. I tend to be, and just like you said as well, I'm not precise, but it's sometimes difficult to go random.
It is.
You know, you want to go random and then you think, that's not quite random enough for me. But, nearly put the wrong one in then. But I love the Centura Pearl, and I love inking over Centura Pearl, and it's something that we...
when you've done that, though, does the pearl still come through?
Yes. Yeah,
right.
you'll see it in a second.
I never think to do that.
Yeah, it looks lovely as well. Now, it does need a bit of drying time, because obviously Centura Pearl is coated. You could force that drying time by adding your heat tool to it to dry that off a little bit. But I'm quite happy with... Let's just add a little bit more pink, because it is so vibrant, that fuchsia. Oh, I knew it. I knew. Debbie, stay away from that. And then just come in and add a little bit more. But this just highlights. Now, you can do this with the letterpress technique. You get a different look, but it looks really nice when you do letterpress. Yeah. So you can do the letterpress. And by that letterpress technique, for those that don't know what I mean, it's literally taking your ink pad into your folder and then running your paint cardstock through, and you'll get a lovely print with it as well. We've done it many times here at Crafters TV, but it's a really nice effect. But I do like this one because I wanted to keep those colours. And I think yeah, it's all right, bit of randomness there. I'm just going to take this one though and go around the edges as well. And again, that's just to take off that harsh, you know, the white core. That's not the white core, but the whiteness around the edging. And just take your finger dauber and go around that edge. And then what we're going to do is use the paper trimmer to fancy cut. And you can... I mean, in the magazine, it does it in a specific way, but it really looks lovely when you do this. So I'm just going to bring this in. And in fact, Debbie, get a bit of a tissue and a wipe and wipe up your counter. Oh, let's bring in a bit of kitchen roll too as well. And let's get rid of the ink, because there's nothing worse than transferring ink onto your other parts of your cardstock. And then all we're going to do is randomly cut. So I'm just going to take this and randomly cut this. Now, you probably think, well, it won't flatten it, I promise you. And we're just going to take it and just chop into it any old way. I've done one a bit more precise on me other one, but I'll show you what I mean. And again,
you're giving me butterflies doing this.
Oh, it's just literally, there's no right or wrong way with this. Let me come into that one. Oop, nearly there. Nearly. Should have held that down. What I will tell you is, because the ink's still wet, you might get a little bit of ink onto there.
Because it's Centura Pearl.
Yes, because it's Centura Pearl. And like I said, you can force that drying time. What did I do with that wipe, Corrine? Just had it in my hand. But it comes off. There's no harm done. It comes off. And yeah, just do this randomly. Now, what you will do to create this technique is that you're going to take off some extra slivers. So if I put this back together again, this is the trying thing. There we go. Is that when you do it randomly, to create that heart piece, you need to take, because when we're going to put it back over the top, so if I just bring this in for a second, if you pop it back on, you're just going to create another full heart.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is take a slither off. So take your guillotines or your paper trimmers, just run that back through again, but take a little fraction off there. This is the lovely thing about the paper trimmer. You can absolutely do that. I'm going to try and hold that into place without moving it, because I know it's going to slide. There we go. You just need to trim a little bit off. The tiniest amount.
So that it will then still fit over the shape.
So, and what it'll do now is create a really nice little feature with this. So when you do that, and I'm just going to bring in the one that I've done, because I've already done that, you do it on each one of your pieces. And then this is when you can, so I've had to put it like this, Corrine, because I told you at the beginning at show. I went, Corrine, help, it's like a jigsaw piece, I need your help. To come back in with it, this was the piece that I got. So I've already pre-done this, and it's already got on each one
a little bit extra cut off.
A little bit extra, so that when you pop it together, it doesn't create the full heart again. It's really nice. And like I said, there's a little section in the magazine showing you how to do this, and it looks really, really, I love it. I think it looks really funky, really good fun. And then I'm going to lift it, so I'm going to pop some foam pads at the back of these pieces. Is these my big ones?
Oh, Grace has obviously been in doing videos with us too many times. She said, ooh, blue would look lovely on this one, and she's loving the demo.
Oh, do you know? Oh, that's lovely. Did you say blue?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm just going to take that now. Because you've got that little guide as well, you can just start to place it on. Now, I'm not going to stick it down just, I'm not going to force that stick just yet. I'm going to do it after I've got these pieces together on here.
Now, this is what happens when you do a demo well. You've just got some more work, love. Gracie says, can you get this ready so she can film it another day? She needs to film it.
I will do, Grace. Yes, I will do. Yeah, absolutely. I've got a couple of filmings next week. Does Grace know that I've had to cancel one?
I don't know.
Well, tell her I'll be in touch.
She'll be
it's not
in
that I'm
touch,
cancelling,
Grace,
I've just moved it. Because I'm coming in extra tomorrow. I've been asked by the boss, can I come in extra tomorrow? So I wasn't due in till Thursday. But yeah, so... but I will be doing it, Grace, and I've got a couple filming next week, but I'm up a couple of times next week as well, so absolutely I can do that. Yeah. So again, I'm just going to place it down. I'm not going to stick it down just yet. So I'm literally laying it on the top. Right. I don't know if you can see, because I don't want to add that stick on just yet in case I need to move. Now, of course, at this point, I could add a little bit of glue to the back of it. But I just want to create that effect, but it really is fabulous. And like I said, I took the inspiration from the magazine. I've just done it slightly differently in the terms of the colour and weather card that I'm going to go with. Colour-wise, they did some beautiful, I think there were beautiful blues in that one as well. But it has such a lovely idea.
It's a lovely technique, isn't it?
It is. And this is the thing. I mean, I've been crafting far too many years to mention.
Yeah.
But what's lovely is we still need inspiration ourselves. And it's nice to get some inspiration ourselves and take what you want from it. That magazine's there to help, to give you ideas. But looks, you know, you'll say the same, Corrine. When you're coming up with different cards, different concepts, different things all the time, you can get a little bit of a block or a little bit of a, oh my goodness.
Not jaded, but yes.
Yeah, yeah. So it's nice to get that inspiration from places. And I take it from all over. Are you the same, Corrine?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always looking on Pinterest and searching. I search keywords, and then I can guarantee you, even if you have a card in front of you, your finished project never looks like theirs.
Yeah, exactly.
Change it, don't you?
Exactly. So I'm just going to work this and move this down because I can see that's not, just need a little bit of manoeuvrability. Is that the word? Is that the word I'm looking for? I think that's the word I'm looking for, Corrine. Yeah. There we go. And then last couple of pieces just onto the top. You can already see it coming together though, can't you?
Yeah.
Comes to life. You can lay it flat. If you don't want to lift it, you can lay it flat. I know I'm doing it with a bit of height, but if you want to lay it flat, you absolutely can, just to create that added, again, it'll look lovely when you lay it flat or lift it. Either way, it's going to look fab. Let's come in. Just add these. Do you know what I ain't used for ages?
What you not used?
My favourite chunky glue.
Chunky glue.
Chunky glue would give me wiggle time as well. That'd give me a bit of wiggle time to get it into place. Yeah, I've not used it for such a long time. Isn't it daft? I use it all the time normally.
It's something I'm using less at the moment, and I don't know why.
I know, there's no reason to why I'm not. Do you know, I think, why am I not using it as much? Now, you can see the last piece of the jigsaw just goes at that top. And that little tiny slither can be a little tiny slither or quite a lot. Doesn't it look fab? I'm just going to get that into place, Corrine, because I think I've only put one foam pad, which is why it's not... There we go. That's better. But to be fair, if you want a little bit of an effect, lift it. You know, if you want to create something a little bit different, you absolutely can. I think, let me just get that off, because I'm going to put another foam pad. It's driving me mad, Corrine.
Is it not?
You stay there. Just because I want the tube, I should have done it first time round. In fact, you know what I should have done, Corrine? I should have used glue, is what I should have done. So let me just pop that little bit onto there as well. That'll should give me a bit of extra balance. There we are, and then just add that back in. Now, seriously, it's such a lovely technique. It looks so striking.
Do you know, I talk about this with Ben quite a lot when we do the shows. Don't be afraid of white.
No,
don't be afraid of white. White can really make a stunning feature of your project.
Absolutely, it can. So I'm just going to use some wet glue. Oh my days, it's that warm in here. My glue's dried up. Look at this.
Oh, I was in the other studio out the back.
Oh, it's cold over there.
I had the complete opposite. I was trying to get that glue out of the bottle in a really, really cold room. Oh.
Corrine, you weren't here when we used to live over there. That's where we used to broadcast from, over in that studio. Oh, wow. Yes, chilly. I remember the very first show we broadcast from that unit. It was the 2nd of January, and I think it was 2019, if I remember rightly. It had been snowing all day. Oh, my God. Me and Julia and Sarah, freezing, absolutely freezing. It was so cold. We had his coats on all the time, apart from poor Sarah who had to take it off when we started filming. But yeah, it's very, very cold over there. It really is. So I feel your pain today, Corrine. I feel your pain.
It was cold.
Right, and then I'm just going to pop this on to my card base. So I've done a nice card base using my Centura Pearl. Excuse me, I do apologise.
So, are you doing a white... Oh, I wasn't sure whether you've done another white matte layer underneath that, because that's an effective look, isn't it?
When I looked at it, I'm thinking, why would I have done that base? But when I looked onto it, I'm thinking, oh, I did.
This is what happens when you do your demos at 2 o'clock in the morning, love.
I'm thinking, then what's that doing there? But yes, it was, because I do like white on white, and even just to create a little bit of a frame. I know we talk about doing dark frames to make it pop, but sometimes you don't need it.
No.
Sometimes you don't need it. And then I'm just going to pop this together. And then just lay that on the top. But it's not quite done.
Not quite done, isn't it?
No. So I'm just going to leave that to dry just in one for a second. Doesn't it look really effective though?
It does,
really quite effective. Bet we've got all these gorgeous stamps, Corrine. And I thought, do you know what? I'm going to use some of these. So I did stamp out a few images. I say a few. Atomizer?
Yeah, that's the one.
Woohoo! Get me, I've remembered it. And the perfume bottle and the lipstick. And all I've done is I've coloured these in and then I had to use a craft knife around here because it's slightly tricky on that one, but I used a craft knife because it just pops when you add colour. And I chose gold yellow blend, and I chose the bright pink blend and the shades as well to create some extra depth and dimension with me colouring.
Oh,
you know me, and I love colouring. I'm absolutely obsessed. So that is going to sit, and I've already put some foam pads onto the front of these just to build them up because I'm feeling like it needs a little bit extra. And then, of course, what's needed is a sentiment, and the magazine takes care of that for you as well, because I've got a magazine. Let me just... because I've just taken the happy birthday and mounted it onto some matching yellow.
Yeah.
Because there was already pink in there.
Yeah.
And then decide where I'm going to go with this. So do I go in that corner and bring these down here, or do I take it into that corner? Oh, that's a bit unusual. I think I'm going to go with that one.
It would sit across the heart if you wanted to.
Well, you could sit it across the heart, yeah, absolutely.
You're going to lose some of your cut up.
Actually, do you know what? I think I'm going to go that side. I don't know what it is about doing the opposite to what I do, but it just never feel right, does it?
No.
As long as you get the balance, I think that's the main thing. If you get the balance,
yeah, you do need balance, don't you?
Yeah. So I'm just going to pop that into this corner, line that up, and then add all my little pieces. So I've got my atomizer. So proud of myself remembering that one.
Sue Benson says this card alone sells the magazine.
Oh, bless. That's
go.
Lovely. Thank you. The thing is, take that inspiration, run with it, go with your own take on things and how you want to... Oh, I love that. Honestly, I love these stamps. I don't know about you, Corrine, but I absolutely love the stamps.
I think the size of them.
Yeah.
I think there's something about the size of these stamps. They are so usable.
Absolutely. Pop my little lippy down a little bit further down there.
Got to have the lippy on there.
Got to have a lippy on there, right? Yeah. Now, I could add some gems in the showstopper. There are some beautiful gems that would match. But take some inspiration from the magazine. That was one of the projects that were in there, and I thought, I really like that, but I want to change it onto something else. And that's exactly how that demo got born. And I've chosen colours. So the colours that I chose with my colours determined on the colours that I was going to do. I was like, where's it going? I could hear Charlotte going, why is it doing that? I thought it were me. I'm thinking it were only Pepsi Cherry Max that I had in my glass, not anything alcoholic in there. So it's choosing colour themes that work with the things that you've got. And I basically chose pink, the fuchsia, and I chose the lemon tonic, and then I determined the colours that I would choose in our tri-blends, whatever medium it is that you want to colour, and then just match all those up. But that took from that little bit of inspiration, but it's my own twist on it. That's what this magazine does. It gives you inspiration. You can copy each one of those 70-odd projects in that magazine if you want, and you'll create some beautiful things. You can then go back and watch Corrine's show where she created some beautiful things. Keep this show, bookmark this show. You can do all those things, or just simply play with that kit and see what you get creating, because that's all we've done. That's all we've done. So yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful. I am loving that, Debbie. Thank you so much for sharing that. Really, really beautiful card. There we go. Right, there's going to be some difficult decisions later, isn't there, for demo of the show. Quickly go through some comments. So we've got Candy says, hello Corrine and Debbie and CTV team from Western Nebraska. She's at home recuperating from carpal tunnel surgery yesterday. So I thought I would watch CTV to relax. Well, we're sending you lots of hugs, Candice. I've never had to have carpal tunnel syndrome. My mum has. I've seen that. I hope you're feeling all right. I know it's not the most comfortable operation, so I hope you're fighting fit soon, because yeah, it's Thanksgiving on Thursday, so I hope you manage to have a good day from there. Sue Benson's in, good morning from sunny Montana. Good morning from Montana, sorry. Sunny, windy and warm. She said there is a fire someplace because you can smell it. Hope all are well, relaxing before the Thanksgiving preparations. I like these additional pieces of the Wild at Heart, says Patricia Powell. Stephanie Theodore says, hello again, everyone. Love the thoroughness of the presentation of the magazine of what you can expect. There we go. She loved how much detail Debbie went through and really showed you how to do that. Carolyn don't know how to say that. Sorry, I'm sorry. Carolyn says, good afternoon from Florida. Thank you both and those behind the scenes that help to teach us all about the CC products. There we go. Crafty Stacey Lou asked about the replacement blades, the new replacement blade going into the Violet Studio trimmer. I think Debbie answered that just as it came in. I think somebody else asked it as well. So she told you yes, they could. You know, you were saying earlier, Debbie, about watching quietly. Shirlan Telliswood said, Debbie, I usually watch 3 shows every day and I usually remain quiet in the background. That's fine if it works for
But
you.
how lovely that she's come on and commented. I love that.
Ooh,
thank you.
Crafty Stacey's Louie is looking forward to seeing you on Saturday, Debbie.
Good to see me on Saturday.
It looks like
lovely.
it. Yeah. Right, couple of questions. Is wet glue better to use on embossed card rather than tape pen?
Either, to be fair.
Either.
I personally prefer all-purpose glue onto it because it can spread and it'll spread around there. When you're using a tape pen, you've got, depending on your embossing folder, if you've got more depth, I tend not to use my tape pen then because you've got more sculpture to go into, and that's when it can get a bit tricky because you're asking your tape pen to go up and down. So personally for me, tacky glue or all-purpose glue. And I have used finger tape in the past. Do you know finger lift tape? I've used that as well because you can get into the nooks and crannies, including red liner tape. That's just a personal preference for myself. I tend to steer away from the dry glues like the tape pens just because of that depth and dimension it's got to go into.
Linking on to that, if I jump ahead a few comments, Roseanne says, how come when I use my all-purpose glue, it gets everywhere and it squeezes out all over the place? And there is Debbie using that glue with wild abandon and there's no mess. What am I doing wrong?
Putting too much on.
Yeah, but she's saying I think she's saying it's coming out too fast.
If it's coming out too fast, so your nozzle controls the, so I just literally lift it slightly. But if it's got, so I'm just going to grab a spare piece of cardstock. Give
This
it a
is
little.
Roseanne.
Yeah. So literally, when you've got it, if it's running out really fast, it shouldn't be. I'll just say the nature of a solvent-based glue, it shouldn't be doing. It comes out, and if I just turn it there so you can see it. Actually, it might be a bit difficult on white card. I do apologise.
Just coming in a bit of day. Oh, I can see that.
Sorry,
yeah.
can you see that? Yeah. I tend not to go right up to the edges. I know lots of people do, and I know lots of people tend to squeeze too hard so it drips. And I mean, when I say drips
that,
out.
yeah.
Now, some of the bottles do have a spatula that you can spread. Some, not all. So for me, it's all about just gentle squeezing. It's coming out too fast. There's too much squeezing going on
Or
here.
your nozzle's open too much.
Yes, or the nozzle's open too much. However, controlling it yourself, you can still go on, but if you've noticed, when I take my glue on, I don't go right to the very tip, because when you pop that down now onto some cardstock, let me grab a black piece of cardstock. When you go and take that onto the top, I've just put my fingers in it. When you go on and you spread, it won't seep out. What it will do is just spread up to the tip. So that's why I don't go right up to the very tip. When you go right to the very tip, that's when it can splodge out. Saying that, you can rub this off. Because if you do get any splodges, let's see if I can squeeze a little bit out. But I know what I'm like. I know what I'm like when I use my glue, so I tend not to have that. It might happen once or twice when I've been a bit trigger happy with it and I've squeezed it too hard. But when you spread that, it'll just push its way up into the fibre. So always give yourself that little rub. And if it does come out, just rub it until you get those little balls, because that's the lovely thing about this solvent-based one.
Yeah.
So it's all about the control, gentle squeezing, not too hard, because if you do it too hard, a lot comes out. And just make sure that your tip or your top is not wide right up to the very top, because it opens up that barrel and then lots of glue will come out. So it's just a little up, little turn, and that's all you need. Just needs to be a little bit for that glue to be controlled.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Caroline F, Crafty Chimp, says, that looks really lovely, Debbie. Trish Lestelle says, Debbie and Corrine, you brighten my day. That's very sweet. Michelle Knits for You says, loving this card, love the colours. Beautiful, says Jane Adams. Roseanne says, gorgeous card, Debbie. Fabulous, darling, says Caroline F. And Christine Barker says, Debbie's heart demo convinced me to order the magazine. There you go. Right. Okay. Thank you for your comments. Please keep them coming through. If you've got any questions, make sure you send them through. There is only about 75 minutes left of this show. It's not very long. So please, please join in. Make sure you ask the questions before we leave for the day. Debbie will be back tomorrow. I'm not back till next week. Okay, so we're going to give you a little video all about Club Inspire. We're giving you an extra 150 bonus points on this order if you buy the Showstopper today. What does that mean for you? Hopefully this little video will tell you all about that.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club, and start rewarding yourself today.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Other customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. Love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
Hello and welcome back. I've just had an update from Roseanne. She said, Debbie, thank you for the explanation. I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm going too close to the edge and I need to control the speed of the glue coming out of the bottle. I will put those tips in action the next time I'm crafting. Well, Roseanne, you're welcome. We're really glad we could help you. Okay, now I'm really excited about this because I think this is just the most beautiful collection. This is our Kingfisher collection. When did this launch?
Last week.
Was it last week? Oh,
yeah.
It is absolutely beautiful. Now, this is a showstopper. It is all 19 pieces. Absolutely amazing. Now, the full price for this is £145 or $199. It's a considered purchase, but when you see how much you're going to get, you'll be blown away. It is £116 if you're platinum or $159.20. Shall I show you what you're going to get? Because I just think you're going to be so inspired. First of all, 12 by 12 paper pad. Now, this is one of our Nature's Gardens collections. It is beautiful. Just as soon as you just see that, I mean, you can't see all the colours, all the pictures, but you can see the colour palette. Now, I love the reverse of these. So that's the main side, and that's the reverse. They are still beautiful. I think these are almost double A side papers. Look at the colours. Aren't these beautiful? Now, that actually should have been at the back. I've moved that. There we go. Look at these. Oh, the Kingfisher detail is shining through on each of these pages. We've got, look at this, so, you know, maybe more oranges and ochre colours. You've got the tealy greens, a little bit dark. I love that with the water lilies. Absolutely beautiful. I said earlier, Kingfisher along with the puffin are my favourite birds. I love these. Now, you've got your 36 sheet of double-sided, and then you've got an extra sheet with all, with all of these sentiments on, just to chop in, a bit like Debbie did out of the magazine earlier. So that's your 12 by 12. You've also got your 6 by 6, which is exactly the same, just shrunk down. Absolutely beautiful papers. And, I know I went fast there, you've still got the sentiment in the back. So 12 by 12, 6 by 6. In the middle, we've got 8 by 8. This time it's in vellum. 24 sheets, 6 designs, 4 of each. You can see here, 150 GSM. Now, for vellum, that is a really good weight. You're going to be able to do lots and lots of things with this. You're going to be able to score it, fold it, crease it, however you want to use it. And the papers and the designs match those papers absolutely beautifully. And then to complete your paper collection, or your paper collection element of this showstopper, are your luxury cardstock here. So this is your luxury linen cardstock. 6 colours, again 24 sheets, so 4 of each, 250 microns, so it's a really good weight. I would be doing like our Debbie showed you earlier, using your paper trimmer and taking out the centres. Don't waste this paper. So those are your papery elements. Then we've got our essential bits. We've got our Kingfisher in Flight, which is our creator card that you saw Debbie use earlier. Absolutely beautiful. You've got your silhouette stamps. You've got your 3D embossing folder. Debbie has got a card ready to show you using this one. It's beautiful. You've got your By the River embossing folder, 2D. You've got some more stamps, which is your River Reads. You've got all of your sentiments, lovely sentiments covering all occasions. Blue Lightning, because that's what they look like, isn't it, when they're flying. And also Flying Gem. You get the stamp and the die. Wouldn't be Crafter's Companion if you didn't have an Edgeable, Blossoming Floral. Now this is going to be used in so many demos, isn't it? Entwined Wreath, beautiful, beautiful wreath. This is a little bit different. Stencils, layering stencils to create this beautiful image. So this is your beautiful blossom. I'm rushing through these because I want to get Debbie to be able to show you. We've also got our 3 watercolour pens, our aqua pens, which come in the 9 colours because they're the tri-aquas. You've got your ribbons in the 3 colours and your 3 different colours of feathers. I don't know how many feathers you get in total. It isn't 3. Those are the 3 colours. All of that for £145 or $199. Debbie, what sort of things could we be making?
Oh, so many beautiful makes. This one's one of my favourites, and I'm going to call Nicole out because it's a stunning piece that she's done. Using those aqua colours that are in that collection, using that 3D embossing folder and creating this work of art. Bringing in line then with the papers, it is absolutely stunning. It's my favourite sample of the entire collection, and that's saying something because everything that our design team members have created are beautiful. Look in this effect, get it the right way around, Debbie. Absolutely beautiful. Lots of things. The focal part, of course, is your Kingfisher. Sorry, Corrine. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful bird.
Oh,
Look at that layering stencil in the
gorgeous.
background along with that. That is another beautiful one there as well. So many delightful imageries, so many beautiful pieces in this collection. The papers are stunning. There's no other word for them. And oh, wow. Oh, every time I see it, I just think, oh my God, it is absolutely beautiful. And then of course two different looks, but showing you just how incredible they are.
Yeah.
Use those feathers, use the bows, use your colours and really give that Kingfisher life. It is absolutely stunning. Seriously, beautiful collection, gorgeous makes. Stick around because I'm going to do one for you in a moment or two as well.
Certainly is. I think Patricia summed it up in 3 words. I love Kingfisher. We all do. I think it's the vibrancy, the strength of colours. They are absolutely gorgeous. But as Debbie showed you earlier, if the colours are a bit too strong, then just use a bit more white on there. You can tone it down, you can bring those colours. I am agreed with Debbie, that one with that 3D embossing folder is exquisite, absolutely gorgeous. If you want the whole collection, £145, $199, or you can get it at, if you're platinum, £116 or $159.20, unless you want to cherry pick and get the bits you want. It's up to you. Hello, and this is just going into the 2nd hour of our launch party show. I hope you're all well, you're all keeping well. Debbie is going to do us an amazing, amazing demo using the Kingfisher collection now. If you've got any questions on any bits, if there's anything we rushed through just then about the pens, the stencils, the creator card, anything you want to know, then please drop them through and our Grace will send them our way. But I'm going to stop talking and let Debbie, because I can see some beautiful vibrant colours on her craft desk, and see what she's going to make.
It's right up my street, this collection, especially when it involves colouring, and with the with these tricolour aquas in there, I just think, and they've been so. People getting confused there. They aren't new colours. They are colours that complement the Kingfisher range. So they've been handpicked to pop into the tricolour collection, so that you don't have to go looking round for them if you haven't got any of them. They're all there ready at your fingertips to create all those beautiful colours of the bird, to create all those gorgeous colour washes. Did you see the one Sarah did last week? Mwah. It was absolutely beautiful.
Each tri-cut blend is slightly different to previous ones. They put 3 different ones together on each pen,
and it is literally to complement the collection. So you can see in the golds and the greens here that you've got in this one. You've got the blues in this one as well. And also then, of course, those lovely rich colours that have got the pinks, the reds and the oranges. They're the Kingfisher colours that you would traditionally think of when you're talking Kingfisher, and they've just been brought together to create a really nice complementary colouring section of that collection. And that's where I'm going to start. So I've got some watercolour cardstock that I've already cut to size, and I cut this down at 6.5 by 4.5 because it's going to fit onto a 5 by 7 card. And I'm simply just going to create a wash. I've got Michelle's cup here. And I've got myself a nice size brush, although looking at my brush, it's not going to fit in there.
You're going to have to take your
I'm going to have to take the lid off. So it could be a tsunami incident again, but I'm going to try and be careful, because what I'm going to do is create a wash using a couple of the colours. So I'm going to have the blue. Now, you can go directly onto cardstock with these and wash out, but when I'm doing a colour wash of a big background, I want a more even feel to it. So I'm going to just use my craft mat or glass mat to create this wash. So I'm going to pop that Kingfisher blue down. I'm going to pop a little bit of navy in there as well. So I'm going to pop down a little bit of the navy. I only want a bit of that though, I don't want a lot of that one, so I'm just going to pop a little bit. And then I'm going to go to the green. So I'm going to take the bud green and I'm going to drop a little bit of that down as well. It stays wet while it's on a non-porous surface, so you're absolutely fine to just leave it there. And if it does dry out, a bit of water will reactivate it, so to speak. So I'm going to come in with my flat brush and I'm going to start to build this up. I'm going to work from the bottom though and take this and just take a nice colour wash.
I love the technique. It's like, slap it on.
Oh, just slap it on, yeah. There's no honestly,
no finesse, is there?
There's no, and that's the lovely thing about these.
But it looks, yeah, straight away.
It looks complicated. Nah, it's not at all. And the colours just complement each other. And of course, with it being water-based, you can create a nice bit of an ombre blend without trying too hard, because you can just wash it out. That's what I love about our pens.
The texture of the cards coming through.
Yes, that's what I love as well. And again, I'm just going to blend between the two. And then let it either dry naturally or take your heat tool and just give that a little bit of a...
Debbie, that didn't take long. There was nothing...
Honestly, this is what I love about our water-based mediums. It doesn't take that long. And can you see between the mix of the two, I've created this lovely little pink undertone running at the top.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to do this. There's lots of colours, though, you can choose. You've got 9 colours in total. And really, you can make your own backgrounds. The ones I think Sarah did last week used she used the oranges in there as well.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know when you just see a little bit you've missed? How on earth did I miss that at the top? Never mind.
It would annoy you afterwards, wouldn't
it? It will do, which is why I'm going to put it on there. Don't worry about any splashes, because I'm going to create a little bit of a technique as well. Let me just give that a little blast. And then what I'm going to do is, because it is water-based, I'm going to create... Let's just take that off there for a second. Get your other little brushes. I could perhaps put this back on now, couldn't I? And create a little bit of a... should we create a little bit of a cloud scene? And I say a little bit of cloud. There's no right or wrong with this. Just have a little bit of fun. I've seen Sheena.
I was just about to say, if you've been watching Sheena.
Oh my God, have you watched Sheena? She is...
Debbie, that just transformed when you just did that second line through that.
Yeah, because literally you can create... I mean... To create your clouds, there's no, it's not hard work at all. And because it's a water-based medium, it allows you to, to do this. You can see I had a little bit of wet on my finger there, so I'm going to have to...
turn that into a cloud.
I'm going to have to turn that into a cloud now. But seriously, it's not hard. And if you want to just add a little bit of water underneath there, you absolutely can. See what I mean when you just add that little bit more. I'm going to come down a little bit into here as well. And again... the longer you leave it, the more it sucks out. But water medium, you can get, it's It's one of those mediums that's really quite easy to achieve lots of looks in seconds. And if you ever have caught Sheena, and talking of Sheena, the wonderful woman herself is back up here tomorrow. You've got her for Wake Up Call and also the middle show, the 3 p.m. show. So it's going to be absolutely fabulous. So do definitely tune in. Now, I'm going to leave that there for the time being, because what I'm going to do as well, I'm going to leave those because I want to use those in a moment. But put the pot out of the way, Debbie. Put the pot out of the way. So I don't trust myself at all. Let me get that out of the way. I'm terrible, Corrine, for it. I knock water everywhere. Poor Michelle did it like
You either knock it or drink it, you do.
Oh, well, I didn't think you were going to go that low. I do, yes. Now, I'm going to leave that there for just the time being. Although I'm saying that, do you know what? No. Let's get in there with the stamps. So I'm going to bring in nature silhouette stamps and just have a little play. I've got my rocker block as well. I do love the silhouette stamps, I'm not going to lie. Have you played with this collection yet, Corrine?
No, you haven't. It's in the car.
Oh, you're going to love it. You are going to blooming love it. I promise you.
Caroline F says, watercolour card has a rough and a smooth side. Which side is the right side?
The one with the more texture. So that's a good question. So it's the one that's got the bigger tooth. We call it like teeth. And it's the one that's got the more texture. That's the side you want to use. That's a really good question. And you'll notice that not only in the packs that we do, in the I think 15 sheets in a pack, but also the watercolour cardstock, you know, the pad, it's exactly the same. So one you'll see is a bit smoother. You can get that look, but if you want real lovely watercolour effects, use the one that's got the bigger tooth.
If you ever watch Sheena do hers, she uses the watercolour card out of the pad all the time.
She does, yeah.
If you ever want to get some of the effects, that's my top tip would be use the card in the luxury watercolour card out of the pad.
Yeah, absolutely. And seriously, you know, that's a great tip that if you ever get opportunity to watch Sheena, you've got to watch her. She's just a master at work. Because I am using water-based medium, I have used a waterproof dye because I'm still going to add to this after I've done all this imagery. So literally use the right ink pad, the right cardstock, you'll get the best results each and every single time. I know we talk about it. It isn't a gimmick. I used to think it was, Corrine. Many moons ago, I used to think they're after me money. They want more money. What are they after now? You don't need this glue. You don't need that right colour watercolour. Oh, you do. You really, really do. And it's only when you're working in it for, you know, the way we work in it now, Corrine, is that it is, you know, you totally get why you need those things.
It's the right tool for the right job, isn't it?
It is, yeah, absolutely.
Somebody wants, I've been on shows when people say, I'm a beginner, which glue do I need? Well, you need them all because
you do.
You know, you've got your all-purpose. It's not really the best glue if you've got a coated cardstock. If you want to stick acetate down, then you need your red liner.
Yeah.
They're really. We do all these to make life easier and it just to give you the best results.
Absolutely, each and every single time.
I notice that you're going off the edge of your card and you're doing a double stamp.
Random double stamp, create a little bit of a faded background in there, using rocker blocks because you get a little bit more movement and more freedom with these. And just layer up over the top. And I'm going to I am going to wipe all this up, so don't worry about it. If you're not comfortable, wipe it as you go along. But seriously, just play with these stamps and you'll notice in a second there's no real rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. I'm just slapping them on.
Isn't it lovely that every time you do it, it's going to be different?
Yeah, absolutely. And I do love these stamps.
I mean, that looks amazing.
Already.
It really does.
I've not done much yet. I'm still going to add some more to it. And again, rocker blocks, I think you get a little bit more freedom. When you're using these to add them down. And again, I'm just going to turn it a little bit, but you'll notice I'm really not being, I'm not being precise. I'm not thinking, oh, I'm going to put that there. I'm just playing. And that's what I want you to do when you get these home. And again, come a little bit off and just add a little bit more and create that little bit of a foreground and background. The things you learn from the team here are just brilliant. The things you learn from Sheena, yeah. I mean, seriously, the woman has uber talented. I can't wait because I'm hoping to get up tomorrow before she goes, so I've not seen her for a while and I want to see her because...
Caroline F says Sheena is an incredible artist, she really is.
She is, absolutely, and she really, really, truly is. So again, I'm just going to add a little bit more. I'm going to use majority of these. I've already got one already done, but it's just to show you how easy it is to create your back.
Yeah.
I do, I get a little bit... I'm lost in my own... I do enjoy this kind of thing, Corrine, I'm not going to lie. I always have, and I love building up like a little scene going off. You can see already how lovely that's looking. There's
It almost
lots
looks like you want to part it to go through, doesn't it?
yeah, definitely. And again, I'm just adding these on randomly. There's lots of stamps to play with that. I do apologise, that must have sounded very loud. Sorry, Charlotte. I probably just deafened her then. Dean didn't say a word, so he must be okay. And then I'm squeaking. It's like chalkboard. Nails down a chalkboard. You've even got lovely little kingfishers that are proportionally sized, so you can create a little bit of a background effect to it as well. So I do love these. There is smaller rocker blocks. I'm just being lazy. I don't want to go and stretch down for one, so I'm just going to pop that on there. But again, just have a little play with these and just randomly pop them on. No matter where they go, they're going to look incredible. So just have a little play with this. Now, the only difference that I've done to this one, Corrine, is that I've used an acrylic marker onto the top of this to add a little bit of, because do you know we do faux bleaching?
Yes.
I wanted to add a bit of white into it, so I flicked an acrylic marker, I popped a little bit of acrylic marker and just splashed away. Thank you very much, Tracy. And splashed away, and then added one of the sentiments on there as well.
I do like the white dots on it.
Yeah, it looks nice. You can create that with the flicking technique, you know, little brush over the top. You can create that as well. I'm going to leave that there, though, because that's the background piece. I've actually popped some red lines. You can tell I get messy.
Yeah,
I am messy, not going to lie.
But no one sees that, so it really doesn't matter, does it?
No, it's going to get covered up. So I'm just going to add this to my card, because I have got a card base. Don't ask me how I managed to splash that. Seriously. And I've just done a few black and white frames there to give it a little bit of
And is that last one on foam pads?
Lifted the last one on foam pad. How could you tell, Corrine, from there?
I could see the shadow.
Yes, I wanted to create a natural shadow, so popping it onto foam pads gives it that. Red liner tape, I love it, but it gets stuck absolutely everywhere. And I forgot to, I have put a tissue down, you daft devil.
The best thing is to put another piece of red liner on a piece of paper.
Yes.
And peel it off, and then it just acts, you just use it as an anchor.
Absolutely. Make sure I've got the card the right way around. And then I'm just going to anchor that in now. You can use a bit of wet glue at this stage to make sure. I think I'm going to try it by eye. Yeah, that's fine. That's, oh, nearly. Oh, now then, did that lift? Oh, saved. So I'm just going to pop that down now. So you've created, I mean,
I like the black edge
could
in
just
it.
leave that.
Yeah.
Because it looks lovely in itself and it looks really arty and you've created that yourself. However, just one little extra additional thing that I want to add onto here. And this is this little bad boy. Love him.
Oh,
the
one
flying
little
gem.
thing, she says. One little thing.
One little thing. Well, isn't he lovely? I love him. And that's what he is. He's the main focus of this fabulous collection. He really is. So I'm going to pop that down. I've got a little bit of, again, get off. Doesn't want to go anywhere, Corrine. It wants to stay put. Again, I'm going to be using our colouring mediums, which is the tricolour aquas that come with this collection. So when Debbie can find her ink pad, we're going to come in, we're going to ink him up.
Shall I tell you a funny story about kingfishers? So when I was 11, me and my friend created we had a bird watching group. There was only the two of us in it.
Okay, yeah.
And we went off one day. We got a picnic. My mum drove us all the way to Ironbridge because I lived in Shrewsbury, so it's a long way. And she took us all the way to Ironbridge so that we could go kingfisher hunting because we knew there were some kingfishers down by the river. We got all the way to Ironbridge and I became quite poorly. I'd got appendicitis.
Oh, no.
So we had to come all the way home again and I never saw my kingfishers.
Oh, no. So you missed out.
I went to hospital instead.
Oh, bless you.
Appendix out.
Bless you, bless you.
By the time I came out and got better, we'd forgotten all about it.
Now, at this stage, this is when I would recommend that you die cut that element first.
Yes, totally.
But I've got one already done. So, personally myself, stamp, die cut, then colour.
Yeah.
But just for speed. And I'm going to bring in one of our clear overlay pens. And I've still got a nice bit of ink on here. So I'm going to have a little play with the colour. Plus, it also adds a little bit of sparkle to the life.
Won't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And just play with a bit of colour. You can add some more colour in a second and we'll do a little bit of that.
Pat says she loves watching you, Debbie. You said you're so talented and gives me inspiration.
Oh, thank
Isn't that
you.
lovely?
That's what we love to do here. I think that's what we've said this before. What sets Crafters TV apart from other places is that you know, you've got a wealth of talent in the team that bring their own take on things. People that have been, I mean, you've been in the industry a long time. Craig, Jan, Michelle. I mean, look at that amazing project she did at week. There's so many wonderful, talented people. And that's what we love to do. We love to share inspiration. And I know you're the same, Corrine. You know,
but it feels like people want to share inspiration rather than egos, doesn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Which I think is so important.
And then I'm just going to add now you can at that stage dry that off and then add some more into it, but just have a little play.
So you're not squeezing out too much of the sparkle?
I barely touched on the sparkle. What I'm just doing is wanting to add a little bit of depth and dimension. And what I love about watercolour, especially when you don't dry it, is that it spreads and it creates a more watercolour effect. So what we've always said about our tricolour and our aquas in our range, it's like watercolour effects in a pen form. Really, really, I mean, seriously, so easy to use. I can't believe I used to be frightened to death to use them. And it was only when I worked in store and saw a demonstrator come in, I think I've talked about this before, where I was literally avoided this kind of thing because I thought, I can't achieve those types of looks. And then she came into store to demonstrate and I was like, oh my God, I think I can.
Yeah.
And I bought it on a Black Friday deal. Both myself and Sarah, when we worked in store, we both took advantage of the Black Friday deal. And we've got all the sets of the aqua pens. And oh my God, I've never looked back. Never looked back. It's probably one of the most easiest form of colouring, the most forgiving form of colouring.
People have said it's often the way to start, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And you can, like we said, you know, with like, it's sometimes difficult with alcohol colouring and people are afraid of alcohol colouring because you can't get that depth and dimension. I know we've got lots of education, but if you're going to start with anything, start with these. Start with tricolours, aqua pens, the aqua pencils as well, because with it being a water-based medium, it's so easy to achieve lots of fabulous looks with it. So again, I'm just going to add, and I'm not going to colour all of this in because I have got one coloured in, but these are fabulous. They're literally a paintbrush. And I know you're probably thinking, well, that were clear when it started. You simply just pop it on until it runs clear. So you can use it as a paintbrush and then pick up another colour and add a little bit more and then go into your, your deeper colours as well. And I'll show you the one that I've done, well, I say earlier, the one I did last night while I was watching I'm a Celeb.
I missed it last night. I was too busy talking to Anna. Good.
So I told you about, just quite recently, we went to go and see JLS the other Saturday.
Oh,
he hopped straight on a plane.
Is it?
Straight on a plane, straight to Australia.
His wife, they asked her on this morning, the programme, if he was going in. She says, well, if he is, I don't know who's going to do the school run. And she completely fooled me. I was like, oh, I believed you. Michelle, isn't it? I believed her. And she said, oh, he's not on because he's helping me with the school run over the next couple of weeks. I was like, wow, you landed me hook, line and sinker on that one.
Well, they can't tell. They're supposed to keep it top secret, aren't they? They're not allowed to, they're not allowed to say anything. They're supposed to keep it very quiet. But you gotta let cat out of the bag, ain't you?
Yeah.
We had a feeling we were going in because we'd heard the rumours. I did tell you when I went to the Coronation Street experience with my mum, we knew that we had heard a little bit of a tidbit about Alan Alsell, who plays Tyrone. He should have been going in.
Unfortunately, he hurt his leg, didn't he?
Yeah, he had to have an operation on his leg, so unfortunately he couldn't go. So I don't know who was the one that has taken his place, but it's such a shame.
He would have been brilliant, wouldn't he?
I absolutely love him. It was so lovely to meet Corrine. Do you know they said don't meet people that you admire I've admired him as an actor. I've known him since, known him.
No, not
children. And since he was a young boy, well, I say young boy, he was quite a young actor when he started.
Wasn't he? Yeah.
He's been in the programme 25 years.
Wow.
Incredible, isn't it, when you think how long that is?
Oh, Debbie, this looks amazing.
It's so easy to achieve, though, Corrine. Wait till you get yours and play. You'll love it.
I certainly will.
I know you'll really enjoy it. And then again, I'm just going to come up now. What was it that told us this morning about the coloured beaks?
It's black beak for the male and black beak with orange for the female.
So if you mix one of your colours, you'll be able to achieve that look. So we're going to call her a female. And then just let that dry naturally, or force that dry.
Female.
You what, love?
She's working hard. It must be a female.
And then let that dry, and then literally when you do,
Wow.
it gives you that lovely shimmer and shine. And I think that's
yeah.
my missing piece that I just need to bring in. Now I'm going to be careful here because still got, and I'm going to. So now the question is, where do I pour her? Oh yeah, she's got to go there, hasn't she?
Yeah.
I'm not going to have a 2-wire. Oh no, actually.
No, I think lower down.
Are you sure? Shall we have it that way? Shall we fly across? Woo! Oh, look, oh, penny slider underneath, and have her as a
that would
little
look
penny
good,
slider.
wouldn't it?
That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? But yes, have a little play with these and position. But honestly, the whole of this collection, and you know, I never thought I'd like, because I've always been one that stayed away from birds until I started working here. And seriously, what do we think? Bottom corner? Should we go with the bottom corner?
I like it. Well, that's personally, I like it there, but
Go
yes.
on then, we'll go with that one, Corrine. We'll pop that on. And there you go. Create your own backgrounds. Have a play with those pens. And, you know, literally just, you create like a little bit of a work of art. Very, very simply. And you've got all the tools in this collection to do that. Whether you're going for elements of it, whether you're going for the full collection, there's something there for everybody. And like I said, I was one that never really... I always steer clear of birds until I started here, working here, and we've had lots of different bird collections. The lovebirds, one of my favourites. I absolutely love those. And I've come to learn to love, and I adore this collection. It's just absolutely beautiful. And you can be creating things like this and all those beautiful other things that you saw from our design team members that create lots of inspiration out there for you. I can't wait to see your take on it when you get your hands on it, Corrine.
It's going to be so much fun. I mean, our design team are incredible. The ladies that create those paper pads are just phenomenal. They are artists in themselves. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, if you want this collection, obviously the full Showstopper collection is here, £145 or $199. But your platinum price today is £116 or $159.20. Everything is still available, all 19 elements. If you can't afford that today, then go and have a look on the website. Cherry pick and make your own bundle. But remember, you're going to get the best savings here in the Showstopper. So absolutely amazing. I just love that. Maybe you're going to add in a couple of extra paper pads. Maybe it's just the paper pads you want to go to. It's entirely up to you. I've got a couple of comments I wanted to read out because there was some lovely comment on them. Alison Mars said, Crafters TV, can you please pass on my thanks to your amazing team that is at the end of the phone? I called this morning with an issue with postage costs and they could not have been more helpful. Well, thank you, Alison. It's really lovely. People are so quick to say, that didn't work. They didn't answer my query. So when somebody takes the time to come on and tell us that something went well, after maybe something that hadn't gone so well, went well, it's really appreciated. And I'm sure that's the sort of thing that our Grace will feed back to the team because she works through there. There we go. Pat says, I've been using the roller stamp blocks, the rocker blocks, and love them. I'm so glad you do, Pat. I've been totally honest since I joined Crafters Companion. I was scared of the rocker blocks. It was something I'd never come across. Didn't know how to use them, was scared to use them. I'd not had a great experience using regular stamping blocks. I always used to use a stamping platform because it was the only way I could get the finish that I wanted. But since I've been using rocker blocks, it's blown my mind. It has improved my stamping no end. So I'm glad you're doing that. And Jessica Stricker says, beautiful card. OK, we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to come back with a demo. I think it's going to be another one from the magazine. So please watch this this video. If you've got anything in your basket, get it checked out because we'll be coming into about the last half, just over the last half hour of the show when we come back. So there won't be long. We're going to have to vote for demo of the show, demo of the day. Good luck choosing that. And we'll see you at the other side of this video.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do. And they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
Feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
A massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously, the people not just here at Crafts Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
There once was a man who was very crafty. His name was Craig from Carnoustie. He joined the team on Crafters TV. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. He wanted to prove he was the man, but he lost at Craft Wars to Leanne. But 2 weeks later he beat Jan. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. He did so well on Crafters TV, Sarah sent him off to Germany, where he did some work for QVC. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. His crafting skills, they aren't half bad. In fact, I'd say they're totally rad. That's mainly down to his favourite foam pads. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. The crafters, they loved him a lottie for his charm and skill. They went quite potty, they nicknamed him the Hardy Scotty. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. In the crafting world, he's standing tall. He's the best Scottish crafter of them all. Catch him Monday to Friday on his wake-up call. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live.
Who wasn't singing along? But you all were. Welcome back. We're now in the last half an hour of this brilliant Tuesday launch party show here on Crafters TV. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining in. It's lovely to have your interaction. We are loving your comments. Your questions are absolutely brilliant. It's, you know, really, really valid questions, and we hope they're helping other people out there. Now, we showed you the Kingfisher. The deal is still on the screen, but we're going to change that. We're going to change it back to our other deal, and it's going to go any minute now. There we go. Oh, nearly. There we go. We're now going to... Oh, which one are we going to? We're now going to change it to... Oh, which one? Which one? No, not that one. That confused me because I could see it on the preview, and I was expecting this, and it wasn't this coming up. I was thinking, that's just confused me. Right. Here we go. Now, this launched on Thursday. Debbie and I launched this last Thursday. It is the Crafters Inspiration number 4. It's our box magazine. So we've changed it back into a box format. And what we've done is we've focused the majority of the projects on the die stamps and bottom folders and stencils and papers that you get within the magazine box. So you're going to get there. We said it's about 76 projects in there. You're also going to get your heavyweight acetate, which is foiled in the green and the gold, 40 sheets of your luxury cardstock in the precious metals, your gems down here. You're going to get your Renaissance gold gilding wax, didn't forget that one this time. You're going to get your foam pads and your foam on a roll. Now, all of that should be a lot more than the today's price, which we're going to give you today, £40, $50. But if you are platinum, you're going to get that for £32 or $40. Now, if you're not quite at the platinum, you're going to be loving that box down here, which if you buy this showstopper today, we're going to give you your normal points for wherever you are on the scale, plus an extra 150 bonus points. So you could be getting close to 200 points today if you buy this, and that could really, really take you up to the next level. Brilliant, brilliant magazine. As we've said, really, really inspirational. Kicks off your crafty mojo. Make the projects as you see them, or make them, you know, your twist. The free elements on the magazine are all extras or extensions to our Wild at Heart collection. If you've got the Wild at Heart, they extend it. If you haven't got the Wild at Heart, they can be used totally independently. You don't need the main collection to be able to use this. If you've got them, they gel together brilliantly. If you haven't, don't worry, they will work independently. Now, our Debbie, talking of lipstick, catch you out. We'll catch you out, love.
I know.
She's got her lip fee in her hand.
I was just doing this and I thought, oh no, she's coming to me. I'm like, I'm just going to
You're trying to go faster and faster, weren't you?
Because I do love a lipstick. This collection is right up my street, especially with those stamps.
What are you going to show us this time?
I'm going to keep it simple. I say simple. I'm going to use my favourite part of it because I haven't used this all day. I've refrained myself.
Have you?
I know. I only used the outer layer this morning to create that 3D one, but I do love these. Now, these two work separately. They work together to create a nice little aperture frame as well. So I'm going to run these through a couple of times. Oh, Corrine, I don't know what it is about this die. It happens to me every time.
Thursday,
oh,
didn't you?
I loved it. I loved what you did with it. We both had that idea as well of creating a background, which, by the way, I had to steer clear of because you'd already done that one. But I do love that lovely embossed technique. Yeah, it looked sensational. It really did. So I'm just going to run those through my Gemini. I am going to. I mean, I've done a few of these hearts because they're just beautiful. There's no other word for it. And it's lovely that it matches with the papers, it matches with the collection, or as we've said often, it's, you know, this is a standalone mini collection of the Wild at Heart. And it could be just that one that tempts you into potentially going to get more elements from the collection. We still have quite a lot available of that. I don't think there's been any sell-outs yet of it. I don't think. I'm not sure, actually. Now I've said that, I probably... Oh, Debbie,
oh, you need something to pick up all your little...
Well, I mean, Corrine, come on, you read me mind. You read me mind. Because this is what would happen with this. At home, you take your die cleaning brush. Now, I know Jan catches hers into a little tray, doesn't she? I don't know about you, but I'm too lazy.
Sorry, I love watching Jan craft. She is so controlled. Everything about her is so controlled.
Honestly, she's
I
like...
want to go and sit in her craft room. And I just want to peer around her craft room and I want to watch her craft in her craft room. She's just amazing. And I'm with her next Thursday. What a lovely little vacuum you've got there.
I mean, I can't believe... I'll just... Come on.
Did you hear that comment?
What did she say?
Did she say, does this mean there's going to be less to clean off the floor when you finish, Debbie?
Charlotte! Throwing some shade for me, how very dare you? I get my brush pan and dustbin. Well, actually, do you know the last time I did it, Corrine? Charlotte will tell you. I was walking across studio, forgot it's got a floppy end and it dropped all over the floor.
Oh, no.
I was like, get me vacuum cleaner. That brush is doing my nutting. But it is, it's driving me mad. Yeah. So I was thinking, I'm going to start using the vacuum. But yeah, do you know what? Charlotte, you hit the nail on the head. Absolutely. Because we can just pick them up from here now. We don't have to. You've often seen me, and I just go like that, whoosh, onto the floor and think about, I'll worry about it later. Don't have to do it anymore. Not now we've got little, oh, this one's Vernon. No longer Ben. Ben, if you're watching, it's not yours anymore. It's ours. It's staying on this side of the building. But yeah, I absolutely love it. Let me show you with the aperture. So we've created two that would sit lovely onto the top of each other.
Card, or is it?
It's that pearlescent one again. So it's that lovely sensual pearl. This is the hint of gold. So it's got a little gold undertone running through there, which would fit lovely onto there. But to create that nice little aperture as well, it's like getting two for the price of one with this. Shall we do it in the... Let's do it in... Yeah, let's do it in the black, not the white. We'll do it in the black. And let's just put those two pieces together and then create another cut out.
Michael Adams must have enjoyed this last week because his showstopper has just arrived, so he must have bought this when we launched it last Thursday for it to be arriving today. I hope you enjoy it, Michael. It really, really is.
It is,
a brilliant
absolutely.
magazine, brilliant showstopper.
Lovely Michael messaged me during the breaks and he sent me a lovely picture of a kingfisher that he took.
Was it Michael that sent it?
Yes, yeah, and him and his lovely wife, they're hoping to come and see me this weekend when because you know that I did the Arrogate one at Crimple Garden Centre. Oh my God, if you're ever in Arrogate, you've got to go to Crimple Garden Centre.
Is it nice?
It's beautiful. I'm going to take my mum up there, it's lovely. Really lovely, well worth the hour's drive it was. And lovely to meet the people that attended there, and also the people at Crimple were fabulous. Well, this weekend, I'm off to Country Baskets in Leeds, so if you're in the area...
I've heard of Country Baskets.
Yeah, so yeah, if you wanna join me up there, I'll be demoing from 10 till 4. Starts at 10. I'm going to head there for around 9 o'clock, but I need to because I've got to get set up, and I have got a lot.
You had a big box full of stuff, didn't you?
Yeah, they've given me some new things as well. So Friday, that's my Friday sorted for me.
It is, isn't it? So, you're a bit busy at the moment, aren't you, lady? You just
I love being busy. It's my favourite. Honestly, I just adore it. So, for those of you not aware, when I started with Crafters Companion, I actually not only started in store, but I went on to an accredited demonstrator team. That was actually where it first started for me. And Jan were both accredited demonstrators. I know Michelle joined that team later on, just before COVID hit, but we're a training where we go in and demonstrate our products through the country. And I say through the country, usually local. Sometimes I've done the Birmingham NEC before, lots of different places. Can you tell it's my new favourite? I just love it, honestly.
Caroline F says, "Oh, mini vac." Yes, I'll show you the bundle that it's in a minute, Caroline.
Absolutely. So what you've got now is, of course, where you can create extra apertures and things like that. Yes. Or you could, I mean, that for me is a really nice one to do. You could use that heart on its own. You've got, obviously, your full heart that cuts out. And then you can do the layering. And you could actually pop another colour over the top. Or you could lift it and create, guess what you can create? Little shaker cards. So with this, I use the outer die with the acetate, and I've already popped that onto the back, and I've backed it. I've also put as well, I cut out a piece of the cardstock because I wanted a little bit of the print coming through. Yeah. So I've used some of the printed paper and then put some of my iridescent ones into there.
What foam have you used then? Because that's very narrow.
It is. And
I have to admit, I did tend to avoid it.
The foam on a roll,
yeah,
I actually cut in half.
Wow, that's
so
impressive.
Yeah, but our scissors, this is the beautiful thing. Our scissors allow you to cut with sticky adhesives and not get anything stuck onto them. Or if they do, they literally just come off clean. So yeah, so it was a labour of love. Not going to lie, but it was worth it because I've created myself a lovely little shaker card using that. But you do need the thinnest, and even though we've got the thinnest one, which is 3mm, I believe, is that right? Is it 3mm? I think it is. Cut it in half, and you get that perfect one.
Got, you know, our packs of foam pads?
Do you know the foam pad sheets?
Yeah.
You can actually, and what you would do with that to create the perfect one is. And I would say I would draw wrap, because if you pop that through, you can do it and it will work. You will need to use your metal shim. That's all I'm going to say if you're going to do it through your metal shim. So you could use that, and then you've got a nice adhesive backing. So if you want to do this with gilding waxes or gilding flakes, you can do that with your adhesive sheet. But it also then gives you a lovely foam that fits perfectly on, so you're not having to do anything. And then you just stick that frame over the top. So there is ways around it, Corrine. And then all I've done with this is literally done exactly the same. So it's those two together on top of a solid paper heart. And I've created myself 3 of those. So lovely. Really nice and easy to achieve. And I've got, again, a couple of those. There you go. But I have created myself and I used my own white cardstock for this. This is 7x7. Yep, I remember doing this one. I've taken some of the sheets, now distressed it. I love distressing paper. And the beautiful thing about these papers, Corrine, is that they are double-sided. So that when you peel that back, and it literally is, I just take some cardstock, I tear into it. I know it's a white core, but it doesn't matter. Take a pokey tool, just wrap your pokey tool around there to curl it. You can seal with a bit of glue if you want, but I just love doing this distressed edge. And no matter which way around you do it, I think it looks really lovely. And then using your distress tool, now I haven't got one, so I'm going to use some scissors, just going around the edge. If you've got your distress crimper, you want to distress that edge. I prefer to use the distress crimper because it's a little bit...
There's one over there, but it keeps falling into the bottom of one of the pots. So
yeah, I don't know where it's gone. Have a little look just before the show. Talking of which, stuck onto that side, and these are mine because, as you can tell, I've put my name on them, and this peels back as well. So it's I love our scissors, but yeah, put my name on them so I know. But literally with the scissors, the control that you have, you've got to be a bit careful because they're very sharp, can we just say. So that's all I've done to create that effect, and I'm going to stick that onto the back.
I like the little bits of gold on there.
Yeah, it almost looks like you can add some dimension to it if you want to add some dimension to it as well.
Michael's just come back with comments, Debbie.
Oh yeah,
he's confirming we will be there on Saturday.
Oh, make sure you come over and introduce yourself for me, Michael, because I know it's you and your lovely lady wife because they craft. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, really looking forward to it. It should be a good day, fingers crossed. And then I'm just going to pop that onto there. I've not been to Country Baskets.
I've heard of it.
I've heard of it loads. I want to say I've been to it once, but when it was because I think it's changed a little bit. With what someone was saying, that it's bigger than it was before. So I'm looking forward to it either way. It's going to be good. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to meeting you, Michael, as well. Now I've took a strip. I wanted a strip going across the centre, and I say the centre. Let's see if I might just put it onto that one. Let me have a little peek. Yeah, there we go. And I've popped some foam pads. I've just exactly the same. I've distressed around the edges, but I want to give a little bit of a lift because I'm going to pop my love hearts onto there. So let's have a little look because this can be a 10th fold. Just make sure it's not a back to forward one. Wait a minute, nearly. Yeah, let's come in over there and just add a little bit of texture into that centre. There we go. And then I'm going to start to add my hearts to it as well. If you don't like the white distressed edge, take one of your inks and ink over the top of it. Something like an antique kind of brown, like a seal brown or the friar brown. I'm doing it again. Friar brown can distress that edge for you as well. So I'm happy with that. Now, before I start popping this down, I've taken, one of those squares, and I've just chopped it in half. And because I've got a nice bit of thick, because I'm going to just add a little bit of extra depth and dimension, which I should have stuck down before you stuck down the pads. Whoa. That was a tough one there, Corrine. Tough one. I meant to have put this on before. What am I like?
Doesn't matter.
I do it all the time. Make life difficult for myself, seriously. And I'm just going to add that underneath. And it's just like a bit of layering, a bit of texture. Beautiful papers in there.
That looks effective, doing that.
Yeah, oh, Debbie, I've done it again. Uh-oh, not so lucky this time, hang on a minute. Oh, do as I say, not as I do. I remembered when I was planning this last night, I put a little note to myself as well, make sure you stick this down before you put your middle piece on. And what do I go and do? Completely forget.
Don't worry about it.
I know. There we go.
Wendy Ditzler got her magazine today, so she's really excited now she can make some of the makes from today.
Yeah, this, and lots of inspiration in that magazine as well that you can get inspired by. Just going to use me. There we go. Just, when you see it and you're thinking, it's not right, that, Debbie, it's not right. There we go. I feel better now. Feel so much better. And then I'm going to add my arts onto the centre panel. I think I'm either going to have it over the top.
Loving that.
Or shall I? No. I'll do that because I've put my foam pads onto there.
And that's
Remember
definitely
your
your focal
plan.
one, isn't it? Oh, Oh, what are you using there,
Oh, well,
Debbie?
I mean, our new tape pens, absolutely fabulous. You've seen Corrine show you how to demonstrate to put your refillable scent into there, which means half of it's recyclable as well, which I just think is good for the environment. You've got this little cap, like a little dust cap or a little lever you just push down into there. And then, again, I love the design. You've still got that design where you can fit your finger over the top and then just use the straight edge. Again, you will still do that little bit of a flick. You want that little bit of a breaking of the adhesive. And then let's pop our hearts on. So I'm going to come that side with that one. And then again, just tape over. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm doing the lightest of touches. I'm not being heavy-handed. And then literally pop that on. Let's go to that side.
The white really makes it pop. It looks lovely.
Take it to that. There we go. And then literally now, I've put foam pads already onto the back. And then add that one into the centre. My little shaker element. And then I've taken a couple of the fabulous sentiments that you're getting in there. So it's your day and birthday, girl. So we'll come in now, because I've popped the paper one on a little bit of a foam pad to give it a bit of depth and dimension. I'm just going to attach, because I was debating whether to put them on the hearts, but I think I'm going to go just at the top to break up that little area. Let me just make sure I've got that right and it's straight. There we go. And then lastly, another little bit on the bottom one. And then I'm not going to add anything else. I could add some gems, but I've realised you've got the gems back, Corrine, so it'll be fine, it'll be fine. We can get away with a gem-free card. But you can create your own, you can take some inspiration. To be fair, have a play with this collection. There's so many lovely elements to it, and just have a lot of fun with it. And again, works beautifully with the Wild at Heart collection that we've launched already. But this is a beautiful kit in its own right that you can play with, and yeah, have a lot of fun, Corrine.
I'm loving that. It's beautiful. That is absolutely. I just love the effect of that. It is so beautiful. Thank you, Debbie. That again, it's so different to everything that's in the magazine. So there is a lot in that magazine, but you can still make so much more. Okay, right, now we, oh, Roseanne loves that, very pretty card, and she loved the shaker element, there you are. Right, now we're going to give Grace a bit of help and start the votes going now.
Fabulous.
So which was your very first card then?
Ooh, gosh.
It was the
it the Love Heart? Yeah. So number one was the abstract Love Heart, shall we call it? Number
Beautiful. One, yeah.
Number two was our Kingfisher.
He's gorgeous. She's gorgeous.
And then number three was what we've just seen me do, which is the tentfold card. So it's 3, 2, or 1. You decide. Get voting.
Okay. Everybody can vote. Now, if you loved those ones using the magazine, the details are all up on your screen. It's an absolutely stomping showstopper. You're going to get it for an amazing price, £32 or $40 if you're platinum, but you're also going to get 150 bonus points on top of your regular points. I think that's something we need to make sure everybody understands. The bonus points are on top of your regular points, so that is brilliant. Okay, couple of comments. So, Sue Benson loved the rick-rack element round the edge of the heart. Brilliant. Tracy Madden says, which country baskets are you going to, Debbie?
It says Leeds, so I'm not sure if there's...
I think it's probably East Ardsley and Leeds.
That rings a bell. I will be posting some information on the socials. There's an email going round as well on our mailing list with all the details on there as well. I'll post it on the socials. I think Crafters Companion UK page will post it on as well, but I'll give you more details. But I think that's exactly where it is. Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. And I just have a look on the website. It could be an expensive day. That's all I'm saying. Could be an expensive day. Okay, so Lillian Kwok says, I've been waiting for my Kingfisher goodies. Got the tracking number today, along with 3 other mystery tracking numbers. They're from Crafters, but I don't know what they can be. What have you ordered, Lillian? Make sure you come back and tell us. This is gorgeous, says Donna Yam. And Susan Griffith says, stunning card and so many techniques, Debbie. Thank you. Okay, right, now I'm going to show you this. Hopefully I've got time to show you this before the end of this. This is our Black Friday showstopper. This is amazing, amazing deal. There are 5 different elements. I'm going to pause actually because I've just got demo of the show. That was quick, wasn't it?
Oh, hang on a minute, let me move over
I'm
a bit.
going to do that so we can get demo of the show.
Okay, yep.
Okay, have you got them?
I've got
Sorry.
them.
Right, demo of the show, you got them all out?
Yep.
I am not surprised by this result at all, because demo of the show is number 1. You are right, Dean, it was number 1. There you
Right,
go. Right, let me
fabulous.
grab the other show
Okay,
card
okay.
from the show. So, we have 2 for demo of the day. I have number 1.
Ooh.
With the dimensional hearts.
It's a magazine special.
It is a magazine special. Stenciling, papers,
embossing with the
shaped hearts.
stencil.
1.
Yep.
Or number 2, Debbie?
Oh, number 2, the abstract heart. Ooh.
Completely different elements on both cards.
Yes.
No duplication there.
Yeah.
I love that.
So 1 or 2, you decide.
Right, okay, I'll come back to this. You've got plenty of time, you don't need to rush, make a considered choice. Okay, so this is our Black Friday showstopper. It has been so busy. Now the first bit I want to show you is the biggest bit, is the pens. 100 water-based pens in here. The colour range, look at that, look at that. Look at the colours, you can see the range of colours in here. Absolutely gorgeous. 100 pens, dual tipped. You've got your brush tip and then your finer nib in there. So there's your water-based pens. You've then got your little desktop vacuum. Now you have seen our Debbie use it just a few minutes ago. Is there any more you can add to it about our little vacuum, Debbie? So yours won't come with googly eyes like Debbie.
No.
Ben put those on apparently, so I'm being told. But there you go, it's your little vacuum.
Exactly, and it is really, it's one of those craft room essentials that I think everybody needs in their life. You've seen how easy it was. Charlotte's going to be really proud. There isn't a single thing to sweep up today, Charlotte. Not a single thing.
Wow.
And if it is, it ain't mine, because I've been cleaning up as I've been going along. It is one of those must-have tools. It's rechargeable as well, so there's no batteries, no electric cables at all. You simply pop in your charger, and I've been using mine now for 2 weeks, and I say solid every day. Every day I've been crafting. You simply pop it into the top and then plug it into a USB port. Now, if you've got the Gemini 2, of course, you know that we've got USB ports. We have been saying all along, things will be coming up in future. We've got the light box, we've now got the desk vacuum, and you can plug it into the back of your Gemini 2. So whilst you're using that and there's electricity running through it, you can charge it up at the same time. Mine's been lasting now for 2 weeks. It's very, very simple. It's very easy. I've got a little bit in the front of me, so I'm just going to pop that on. You've got two settings, and it clears up on not just your craft desks, on your, as we found out now, because apparently it works on carpeted surfaces, did someone say earlier? Vinyl,
Yeah,
I mean, it literally takes up, it's even picking up on me a little bit. You turn off from that button, it's got the 2 speed settings, like I said, then you're going to just open that up, and then rather than as you would normally, you're going to take that and pop that directly into a bin. So that's why there's no mess, because it does it all for you. It's absolutely incredible. You do have a little care kit as well. So the little care kit is the little brush that goes into all the nooks and crannies on the inside, so you can clear up. Oh, I didn't pick all those bits up. I'll have to use it again. Clean up that, and then of course just pop it back onto the bottom, and then you've got your little attachment where you can pop it on, and it acts like an Hoover where you can pick up as well all those little bits, and that takes up, I know that's a bit chunky, but yeah, it takes all your little bits up as well. So you've got 2 options there, which for me is absolutely fabulous. Debbie, stop pressing the button. It's not a toy, it's an actual tool for your craft room that you're going to use, and then you can have a bit of fun like Mr. Mosby did. I mean, I absolutely love it. Personalise it.
I want to see all the different vacuums that we get. I want to see the characters. You're going to be putting, we have the guys today with the little hats and the moustaches and all the rest of it. I'd love to see how you decorate them. Right, the next thing you're going to get, your acrylic paint markers on them. Good call there, Dean. The next one I want to show you, these are still within this Black Friday showstopper deal, are your brand new refillable glue tape pens. You're going to get 2 of your full pens, one there for your solid glue, one there for your dotty glue, nice different colour definition between them, and then you're going to get your 5 refills. I've shown you how to change them, but I have actually done a quick video on how to do this. I did this with Sam a couple of weeks ago, so hopefully he will have posted that very soon. Really easy to change. So you're getting 2 full pens and 5 refills. 360 metres of tape in there. If you get through all that in a week, well done you. So the other bit you're going to get is your paper trimmer and also your 2 replacement blades as well. As Debbie explained, this is the same as the Violet Studio trimmer, but we've now branded it Crafter's Companion. You got any quick tips about... Oh, bless you. What have you been drinking over there?
Seriously, I've got no fizzy, but I've been drinking water, my coffee, and I just started with the hiccups. I'm thinking, please don't start, because I hate it when I get the hiccups, because believe you me, like a right racket. It's absolutely fabulous. I've seen the people saying that it's 3x6. Is that just 3x6, 3x12, sorry, in size? No, you've got the extendable leg that takes it to 14¼ inches, and it's a 12-inch in depth as well. Really useful tool, especially when you want to do all of that, the hollowing or the gutting or whatever it is that you want to do. This is cardstock that is 310 GSM, and just so you can see what I mean by it does cut through that kind of cardstock as well. It is absolutely fabulous. It's a tool that you need in your life. You might think, well, I've got a guillotine, so I don't need one, but believe you me, you can't do this on a guillotine. I've probably gone a little bit too far there, but it doesn't matter. Just to show you what I mean, in terms of a 310 GSM, it cuts through there beautifully. Be very careful with things like chipboard. Don't touch chipboard. Use your chipboard on your guillotine. But it is an incredible tool and that everybody needs in their life. And it's portable, lightweight, changeable blades. For me, is a must-have, because you'll know when you need to change it, because it'll start tugging at your cardstock, feathering it a little bit, and you'll know that's when you need to change it. For me, that means this is a tool that can last you a lifetime. All you need to go is get those replacement blades. Absolutely fabulous. I'm loving it.
Brilliant.
Love it.
And if you watched the show yesterday when Sarah launched this bundle, she also showed you how you can put your score tool down there instead of running down the blade, and use it as a scoreboard as well. So that's brilliant. So you have got all 5 elements in here: the vacuum, the pens, the tape pens, and the trimmer and the blades as well. So you've got all of those elements. They should be £143 or $165, but you're going to get all of this today for £90 or $125. Absolutely amazing value. Your platinum price for this is £72. Remember, these pens alone should be £49, but you're getting the whole bundle for £72 or $100. There's about £50 worth of tape pens there, and you're getting, you've more than got your value just in those 2 items. Then you've got your vacuum, your blades, and your trimmer as well. Right, we're just about to do, the demo of the show demo of the day goes to number 2. You've got it over there.
Oh, my
the pink
abstract art. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. There we go. Brilliant. Thank you. We haven't got long to go. We're just about to finish. I'm off now. I'm back at Hobby Maker in the week, and then I'll be back here next Thursday. Debbie will be back with you tomorrow at 6 p.m. and then all day on Thursday with some special UK shows on Thursday because it's Thanksgiving. So please come back and join us then. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you for joining in with the comments. We really do appreciate it. It's all about the interaction and the inspiration, and I hope we've given you plenty of that today. Have a safe evening, whatever you're doing. Thank you for your company, and I can't wait to see you next week. Take care. Bye.